Daily Dems doing the work, making noise, and fighting back, day 142. Of course, begin with Kevin Mullen's week of repping the rep. He hosted a town hall tonight. If you didn't know about it, now you do, and you can watch it on YouTube. This is Save Our Hospitals Week. Nikki Budzinski did a whole post about the specifics of what will happen with Medicaid cuts. And remember, it's probably not called Medicaid in your state. It's not talking about broadly what will go away, but specifically what treatments and doctors people won't have access to. Dina Titus has today's Democratic Daily Download, and it's all about the Republican attempt to sell off public land and get rid of national parks and monuments. This is one of the things in that horrific budget bill, but it gets a little less attention because of the focus on Medicaid and Social Security. I'm really glad she's bringing it up today. Today was another day of the DNC's Daily Blueprint teaching me things I didn't know about. I learned about this quote in The Hill from a GOP aide saying the changes that the Senate made to the Medicaid section of the House bill is, quote, still effed up. I learned that it's not just doctors and nurses at the VA who can deny care to Democrats and single people. The VA can refuse to hire Democrats and single people, too. I learned about this great thread from the House Committee on Veterans Affairs Dems, which is also for Save Our Hospitals Week. I learned that DT's kids are starting a new Bitcoin mining venture. I learned that Catherine Cortez Masto led the entire Nevada delegation, including the Republican governor. The Democrats are Dina Titus, Jackie Rosen, Susie Lee, and Stephen Horsford. In a letter to the Secretary of Labor demanding that the administration reinstate the Jobs Corps program. I learned Kirsten Gillibrand visited the Adirondack Hospital, sounded the alarm about how the budget cuts will affect rural health care. You're not watching the Daily Blueprint? What are you doing? Linda Sanchez, Judy Chu, Mark Takano, Sydney Kamlager Dove, and Luz Rivas went to the Adelanto ICE facility, and they did get a tour. Based on what Sanchez says in this video, it's no better than when my mom went there as a volunteer during DT's first term. In the Senate Appropriations Committee hearing about funding for military housing today, Jon Ossoff sounded the alarm about cuts to oversight, which means no protection against things like mold. And this is a whole different bill from the bad bill we've been talking about. Finally, Yasamin Ansari spoke in the Big Betrayal of Women People's hearing last week, but she just posted this clip today. The hearing was all about how the awful budget bill will affect women. She talked about how it will gut Planned Parenthood. If you made it to the end of this post, comment with 7 words to help the algorithm. And a genderqueer bride, because that would piss off the VA. And if you watched or read any of the stories, comment with what you learned and germs. Because if regulation is cut, you never know how sick a vet could get in their own house. Our voices are a superpower, but only when we use them.